And I think we got one more. We're gonna do you an old Ralph and Carter Stanley song. And this one goes way back. This is one of the first records. I learned this off one of the first records Dad ever brought in around the house. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. No, been a little longer than that. This is a favorite of most all Stanley Brother fans. Called the Rank Stranger. I wandered again to my home in the mountains, where a new early dawn I was happy and free. I looked for my friends, but I never could find them, and I found they were all rank strangers to me.
Everybody I met
seemed to be rank strangers. No mother or dad, not a friend could I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces, and I found they were all rank strangers to me, rank strangers to me. They've all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home by the bright crystal sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet 'em in heaven, where no one will be a rank stranger to me.
Everybody I met
seemed to be rank strangers. No mother or dad, not a friend could I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces, and I found they were all rank strangers to me, rank strangers to me. Thank y'all, we appreciate it.
Hard times and mighty good, don't you think? Folks done real good. Here's a good group now. We got one more group here that we'd like to introduce to you and get them all set up here in a minute.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you hear something in a minute. There's old man Webb on the old flat top over there. Leonard Cable's granddaughter there playing the man. He's wanting his gloves. He can't pick without his gloves on. It's kind of hot. Keep your hands out of your pocket there, you see. Now, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Huh? All right, here they are, folks. The Gold Rush. Folks, I would like to find out from this dancer here just who she is. She's a nice-looking girl, ain't she? The girl back there.
Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Ain't nobody gonna hold me too long. Don't you write these words on my headstone. Ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Once I had a lovely sweetheart I loved dearly. We planned a day that she would be my own. Some other man that stole my darling from me. And there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Ain't nobody gonna want me too long. Don't you write these words on my headstone. Ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. You've been patient, kind and true to me, old Rosenberg. You're the only one that's never done me wrong. Come close a while, I'll pat your head all over. And there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Ain't nobody gonna want me too long. Don't you write these words on my headstone. Ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Ain't nobody gonna want me too long. Don't you write these words on my headstone. Ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Thank you. Time out for a guitar. I'll introduce the group real quick. Real quick. On the right, 5-string banjo, Mr. E.C. Miller. Make him welcome. Guitar player from Stony Creek, Jeff Webb. From Hampton, Tennessee, doing a fine job mandolin singing tenor, Kathy Hicks. The shy fella in the back, from Limestone, Tennessee, Gary Kimmery. My name is Joel Harden, and we're glad to be here. We'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully earlier and warmer. I do a little Flat and Scruggs for you right now. The time has come to say goodbye. I'm asking you, please don't cry. The time with me won't be so long. To know you're happy back at home. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more to part. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, please don't break my heart. So goodbye now, don't be blue. Try to be happy and true. And please remember what I say. Sweetheart, we're gonna meet again someday. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more to part. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, please don't break my heart. So goodbye now, I'm leaving. Yes, I will soon be on my way. And each night upon my knees I pray I was going to say how much time do we have, but I guess since we're the last group, as long as you all stay, we can play. Oh, we do. All right. Well, we'll do a gospel song for you. There's coming a day when all the world shall melt away, and Jesus will come to claim his own. No more tears, no pain, no woe in this wicked world below. Then will you be ready to go home? Will you be ready to go home? To live with him up there around the throne. When he says, come unto me, will your soul be clean and free? Then will you be ready to go home? In this world of greed and hate, will you wait till it's too late to claim the Savior for your own? For he's coming back someday to bear your soul away. Then will you be ready to go home? Will you be ready to go home? To live with him up there around the throne. When he says, come unto me, will your soul be clean and free? Then will you be ready to go home? As you travel day to day down life's long highway, are you on the road that leads to wrong? If you travel in his light and pray both day and night, then you be ready to go home. Thank you. Okay, well, since we're last on the show, we'll end with another gospel tune. Dancing with the Angels is the name of this one. Dancing with the angels. There's a pathway of darkness, there's a pathway of light, and maybe at the old crossroads, the angels are calling if your spirit will hearken. All is forgiven, lay down your weary load. You'll be dancing, dancing, dancing with the angels, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and peace spread out before you. Dancing with the angels, while lights glow. Old Satan's dark powers are hungry for confusion, unsatisfied, ever greedy for more. If you look to your heart at the spirit there bloom, if it's bright and shiny, sing and harm you no more. You'll be dancing, dancing, dancing with the angels, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and feet spread out before you. Dancing with the angels. waters. Our lanterns of love guide us through the night. You'll be dancing, dancing, dancing with the angel, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and feet spread out before you, dancing with the angel while the lights roll. You'll be dancing, dancing, dancing with the angel, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and feet spread out before you, dancing with the angel while the lights roll, dancing with the angels while the lions roar. Thank you very much.
All right, that's mighty good. That's a fine bunch of young folks, and they've been doing a great job, and I think they go a long ways. He's over here. Boys, you're...
Here we are at the afternoon session here at the third annual Old Time Country Radio Reunion. We're going to be playing it kind of loose and easy this afternoon, bringing up various people who have played on country radio here in the Tri-Cities, talking with them and listening to some of their good music. And I'd like to introduce some of these fellows. I think some of you may not really need any introduction, but over here on my right-hand side, let's make him welcome once again Banjo Ivan Powell, one of the veterans of the Barrel of Fun Show from the Roan Mountain, Tennessee. And another fine banjo picker who has just been my pleasure to meet, Mr. Rudy Barrett. And we're going to be going on here, and behind Rudy there, the guy who holds up the Dixie Dewdrops and keeps us going all the time. Another veteran of the Barrel of Fun Show, Mr. Vestal Jackson from Gray Station, Tennessee. And with a very handsome hat and a pretty guitar, Mr. L.C. Smith. And we're going to be talking with L.C. L.C. came down from Baltimore, but he's originally from down in this country. And we'd like to talk with him and Rudy and some of the others. Meanwhile, here's the daddy of the Dixie Dewdrops, Pappy Tom Slagle, Boones Creek, Tennessee. And absolutely one of the best dobro guitar players, bar none.
I'll pay you after this door.
Well, you're not going to get away with that. Please make welcome, originally from Kingsport, is that right? Mr. Cotton Gallion. Okay. Let's see, do you fellas want to do another tune, and then we might start doing a little bit of reminiscing after a while?
Let's do an old time fiddle tune. What do you say?
Well, let's discuss this with the banjo pickers here. If we can get a committee formed, well, we can waste hours. Let's see, what will suit you?
Hey, Record, let's all get together on one call. I'll say goodbye if you love me, okay?
Okay, the decision has been made for us by Mr. L.C. Smith.
Let's give Richard a nice hand. What do you say, okay? Don't say goodbye if you love me, for my heart will be so. Don't say goodbye if you love me, for it would make my poor heart overflow. You tell me today you are going far away just to make you a name. You tell me that you're just returned and that you are searching for fame. Don't say goodbye if you love me, for it would make my poor heart overflow. Kiss my lips once till you leave me, but don't say goodbye when you go. Each night as I kneel by my bedside, I will say one sweet prayer just for you. I will ask the kind one up in heaven just to make all our dreams come true. Don't say goodbye if you love me, for it make my poor heart overflow. Kiss my lips once till you leave me, but don't say goodbye when you go. Don't say goodbye if you love me, for it would make my poor heart overflow. Kiss my lips once till you leave me, but don't say goodbye when you go. Thank you. We thought we'd get that then, Richard, and I'd like to dedicate that to my Aunt Marie Smith, who's visiting here with us, and I'd like to stand up and let's give her a nice hand. It's been a long time since I've seen her. She cooks the best soup beans in town, I'll tell you that.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of soup beans and things that are down home and good, we have with us also Mr. Dr. Jim Sizemore, originally of Irwin, Tennessee, now of Winston-Salem. And give him a big hand if you would.
What do you say we let the doc play one?
Well, okay,
He does a wonderful job on that old dobro.
okay. Wabash Cannonball? Wabash Cannonball will be just fine. Okay.
What year are you going to get that in, Jim? G. Get your farmer's guide off now, Tom.
ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the queen of flowing mountains to the salt by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's a combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar as she glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. He's traveling down to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. When she pulled into the station, you could hear all the people say, there's a gal from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar as she glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. She's traveling down to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. Cotton Galleon. Our eastern states are dandy, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. I had another course I'm on.
Oh, boy. Say, I'd like to bring up LC now, if you would.
All right.
LC.
Here I am, Richard.
Well, here's LC Smith.
180 pounds.
I wish you would tell the folks a little bit about how you get where you're from. First of all, where were you born?
All right, I was born in Piney Flats, Tennessee, 1923, January the 24th.
Uh-huh.
So that makes me 28 years old. How about that?
Well, that's remarkable.
And I lived 4 years in Johnson City,
Uh-huh.
and then I went from Johnson City to Rockingham. You know where Rockingham is? Out about 3 miles from Boones Creek High School.
Uh-huh.
So Blue Friday still has that name out there.
Right, the
Rockingham. They tried to change his name, but Blue won't let him. And we lived there to 1950. I left here and went to Detroit, Michigan.
Uh-huh.
And left Detroit, Michigan, went to Baltimore in 1952, Baltimore, Maryland. And I've been there ever since.
Well,
And I'm still living, thank God.
thank God too. And it's just wonderful to have you back down here. When did you start playing and singing country music?
1937, I started playing with a guy by the name of Cowboy Jack. His name was Lem Holden, Lonesome Lem Holden, Cowboy Jack.
Uh-huh.
And we played about 3 years on WJHL. And I played some with Maynard's Mountaineers, J.E. Maynard's Mountaineers.
Is that right?
I played some over in WNOX in Knoxville, Tennessee, 1940, with the Moore Brothers. And we worked WKPT with Reese Shipley, which will be here today. And Hack and Clyde, Johnson Brothers. Then Blue Friday and Vestal Jackson got the Daniel Boone Ramblers, and I joined up with them and
Right.
worked with, how long was it together, Vestal?
I believe we played, what, 3 or 4 years?
Yep, about 4, 5, or 6 years. And Ralph Mayo and myself worked together in Kingsport, Tennessee. Ralph was here in Ellis. Have a nice hand for Ralph. And we cut a record called Radio Boogie.
I'm hoping you guys are going to do that radio boogie for us before this night is over.
And Ralph got all the money out of it. I never did see any. We cut that in 1950, I believe it was, or 1949. And I helped Reese Shipley on his milk bucket boogie. I done the milking for him. Reese wrote that the same. We took a water spray and got the milking sound there. Red Foley recorded it for him. And Reese bought me a new suit of clothes out of that. That's all I got out of that. I wore the suit out, Reese. Reese Shipley's here. Let's have a nice hand for Reese. He's already here. He'll be singing for you. That's about all. We worked together here on WOPI at Bristol and WJHL, Johnson City, Tennessee, WNOX in Knoxville, and WKPT down in Kingsport, Tennessee. And went to Baltimore, worked on WBMD, worked a little station in Glen Burnie and Wheaton, Maryland, all around.
Well, it really seems that you're really part of that history of live country radio that we're celebrating here at the Country Radio Reunion. Let's give a big hand then for Mr. L.C. Smith.
All right, thank you. And one more thing I'd like to say, Richard, Mr. George Sibley's here. Would you stand up, George? He'll be up in a few minutes to sing. And also had the pleasure of working with George Sibley on the Barrel of Fun.
Well, you fellas have another song you'd like to do?
Yeah, we'll get together here on one called Please Come Back Little Pal, one of Roy Acuff's old songs. Now, you remember that, don't you, Tom? Oh, please come back, little pal. Oh, please come back and stay. For my heart is withered like a petal on the rose I saw dying today. Say, oh, please come back, little pal. Oh, please come back and stay. My heart is withered like a petal on the roads I saw dying today. Everybody, I couldn't hear you. Oh, please come back, little pal. Oh, please come back and stay. My heart is withered like a petal. time for Blind Boy Jack. He's back there. Jack Cassidy and Don Camel.
Yeah, we're going to get those guys up here after a while, too. This is just fine.
We have a lot of them here today, Richard. We'll be with them till 12 o'clock tonight, right?
That's right. Okay. The senior member of the assembled orchestra here has requested Golden Slippers.
That's a good one. Who we want to dedicate this to? George Simley? Chester Wilson back here.
That's a good dance tune, I would say.
Anybody would feel like getting there and clogging a little bit, square dancing, get up there, can't you, Richard? Make yourself at home?
Right.
Yeah, all right. One called Golden Slippers by Banjo Ivan, I believe. Let's give another nice hand to Banjo Ivan. Used to listen to Banjo up there on the Barrel of Fun years ago. Used to pick, give him a nice hand. He wasn't with us last year, but year before last he was here. He was under the weather, but he's feeling fine today and ready to pick for us, right, Richard?
Righto. You want me to kick that off, Ivan?
Come on, Jack, get on the stage. Pat your hands. Have a good time, okay? There you go. There they go. Give them a hand. There you got it. Get it.
Before we go on. And now, I just heard a familiar chord, and I just realized it's time to bring up one of the MCs of the Old Barrel of Fun, East Tennessee's most popular program of folk and country music, led off by none other than George Simmerly.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have the barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing, boo, to rider, ring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, 'cause the game's all here. Well, we used to do it every Saturday morning from the stage of the Vatican Theater in Elizabethton.
Yes, sir, we used to roll it out. Let me see the hands of those of you who ever heard the Barrel of Fun. Let's see if we have... well, we've got a few people here old enough to remember that old program. Right here's one that I used to sing on that program. It's in the key of A, boys. And I hope you'll enjoy my singing once again of a tune that goes something like this. Now listen while I tell you of a place I know, down in Tennessee where the tall corn grows, hidden from the world in a bunch of pine, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there alright, but they all go native on Saturday night. Oh, swing it, boy! Well, the music is a fiddle and a flat guitar. They get the kick from an old fruit jar. They do the boogie to an old square dance. Well, the woods are full of couples looking for a man. They struggle and they struggle till broad daylight. Oh, they all go native on Saturday night. When they really get together, there's a lot of fun. They all know the other fella packed the gun. Everybody does his best to act just right, cause there's going to be a funeral if you start a fight. Somebody take the programs and knock out the lights, so they all go native on Saturday night. Pick it out again. And now you've heard the story of a place I know, down in Tennessee where the talk goes, hidden from the world in a bunch of pine, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there alright, but they all go native on a Saturday night.
Hey, George Simmerly has come up again this year all the way from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, but that isn't originally where you're from. Where are you from originally, George?
I'm from Valley Forge. That's yeah, so that's Valley Forge. You know, one time they told this story on the Barrel of Fun. The commercial announcer presented me one time as George Washington Simmerly from Valley Forge. I think most of you people know where Valley Forge is. So I said, well, you know, believe it or not, George Washington and I, we both do have a little in common. I said, about the only difference is George Washington only spent one hard winter at Valley Forge, and I've had several of them.
George, let me ask you a question. How old are you?
I was 67 last month.
Well, congratulations.
67. I still play a good game of golf. Play about 3 or 4 days a week.
Well, that's fabulous.
I got a birthday greeting from President Reagan that I appreciated too.
Well.
And I started in radio with WOPI. You know, that was the first radio station in this area. They came to Johnson City, had a supplementary studio in the John Sevier Hotel. And I did my first song on the radio. It was the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Then I'd go to Bristol on Saturday night. We had a jamboree over there. Tennessee Ernie was just one of the boys then. He worked around the radio station there. His dad worked in the post office. The Carter family, they'd come and appeared on this program and many others. And then later, they opened this radio station in Johnson City, WJHL. And then they had a supplementary studio in Elizabethton, and they started the Barrel of Fun. It was a studio program originally, and then later we moved it in on the stage of the Bonnicate Theater. Turtle Talbert left. He was the radio announcer, and he went to Florida, and then I started emceeing it. I emceed it for several years, for about 10 years, and I went in the service. I was in special service as an entertainer during the war. I wrote a little tune during during that time. This tune put me in special services. They used to sing it on the Grand Ole Opry. It's going to take you way back there to World War II time. It's in the key of A, and it goes like this. Oh, why does my daddy have to leave me? Why does my daddy have to go? Please tell me why the army needs my daddy when Mama and we need him so. Last night as I was sleeping, I heard somebody cry. I rushed into the other room and found, to my surprise, my little boy was kneeling in prayer there by his bed, praying up to heaven, and this is what he said. Oh, why does my daddy have to leave me? Why does my daddy have to go? Please tell me why the army needs my daddy when Mama and we need him so. I recorded this song during World War II. They used to sing it on the Grand Ole Opry. I could feel the draft board getting closer to me, and that inspires you to write songs. Until this war was won, oh, why does my daddy have to leave me? Why does my daddy have to go? Please tell me why the army needs my daddy when Mama and we need him so.
Thank you, Mr. George Simile. And we've got many wonderful people, and we hope to bring as many of them as we can during this reminiscing session this afternoon. We're going to wind up our section with some of the old Barrel of Fun gang here. Let's get together on one of those good old time hold downs that we know and love so well. Banjo Ivan, what do you think about old Joe Clark? thank you so much. We're going to go ahead in our